Hello and welcome to the December 2019 layout update. In this update we'll look at the cork underlay progress on the second incline. I've also got this next corner piece done in terms of the cork underlay. We'll look at the progress for the track work on the second incline. So I've got the two tracks coming out from underneath the scenery section there. They come along onto another corner. And finally there'll be plenty of trains running on the inclines. I've made good progress on the Trent Valley Railway throughout the end of November and the start of December, and as you'll have seen in the introduction there, I've got to the stage where I wanted to get to, which was by the end of the year have both of the inclines running from the lower level with the fiddle yard up to where eventually I will put in a scenery level on the Trent Valley Railway. I'm really happy that I've got this completed, and throughout this December update you'll see the progress that I've made to achieve this. More recently I've enjoyed going to some of the exhibitions which I've put videos up on the channel, and there'll also be further videos around Christmas time for the Trent Valley Railway, hopefully some running specials and also a look forward into the new year for what's next on the layout. Thank you to all the new subscribers to the channel. If you've watched one of my layout updates before, please do continue to comment, like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. But we'll now go into the detail and the progress in this month's layout update. To start this update we're going to carry on where I left off, which was at the very top of the lower level for the second incline here, and I'd where the track had finished there, said that I was going to start up the next incline from that point. So I've done the cork underlay for the first corner there, and then screwed in all the baseboards securely around to then the lift out section. And this is what was discussed in the previous update about the rebuild of this. And if we just then get the section and I then put that into there, that goes in that end and that's that one, and I've already put the cork underlay on this lift out section, and I've got it all lined up with the levels for the cork underlay and the joins between the lift out and then the fixed sections of the layout. So it then comes across and over the top of the fiddle yard. So I've also got this next corner piece done in terms of the cork underlay, and then it comes across over onto the straight, where I've also then progressed all the way up the straight piece of that incline there, down towards the other end of the incline that goes over the top of the fiddle yard. So that's the first bit that I've made progress on so far. That then needs obviously the track being put down on that for the double track on the incline. But we're now going to take a look then at also the progress that I've carried on with around the top corner there and up towards the next level as it climbs up the incline. This is the other end of the incline over the top of the fiddle yard. I've taken the baseboards off the scenery level so I can access the incline here and put down the cork underlay around that corner, and I've then also glued in the cork underlay on the straight section there and the next corner piece as it follows the other incline to the other side of the garage. This is as far as I've got at the moment for this incline, and next stage is to complete the long straight down towards the other end of the garage. In the last part of the update there, I'd got up to just finishing this corner piece on the second incline, and I've now also got the cork underlay down on the second incline towards the garage door. So as we follow the incline down past the breeze blocks in the middle of the garage there, it carries on, and I've got that all sorted down towards the garage door end, with then the next corner piece around to the lift out sections by the garage door. So I've got up to the lift out section with having a few planks of thick blocks of wood, put a few books down and the weights on top, and similar to then the other end, this is effectively where it then joins the scenery level. And for the time being, I've just sort of left the cork underlay to the edge just before the scenery section, so I can join that up later on. So I'm just waiting for all this to set and test out that it doesn't clash where the lift out section comes out for the cork underlay on those pieces, and then I can put the track down then for this second incline. So I've waited a couple of days for the cork underlay to set, and that's now glued down to the baseboards on the incline. I've then now started with the track work. So I've done this corner here, so we're right back down where I started at the start of the update for the incline as it comes out around the corner there and then crosses the lift out section. I've also then got the protection on the outside there in the foam insulation piping, just in case any derailments happen, and it comes around then over the top of the fiddle yard, and I've got the two tracks coming around that corner and then up the incline all the way down towards the other end. So if we take a walk to where I've got up to so far, it carries on all the way to this corner of the garage, which is where I've got up to with the track laying. One of the key things around track laying on the corners is to get enough separation between the lines so that I can have two pendolinos passing each other, and I found those to be a good gauge measuring tool, especially around the corners with the overhang. So after that, I've then got to carry on around and up to the scenery level. I've carried on with the track work on the second incline and made more progress towards the scenery level. So I've got the two tracks coming out from underneath the scenery section there. They come along onto another corner, and I've got the gauge clearance between the two running lines there for the pendolinos that I mentioned previously, and also here there's the derailment protection just sort of temporary on the edge to see what it looked like. I need to fix those down in a short while. It then carries on up the incline and towards the other end of the garage, where you'll see at the very top right hand corner I've got the two tracks ready to go round onto the lift out section. For each of these corner pieces, I've done the inner track on the corner first, and I've used a old Hornby R609 third radius double curve to effectively measure out the curvature and the radius around, so that it provides a minimum third radius curve on the inside, and then I've then spaced out with the pendolino carriages, gauging enough room between the tracks for the other line that will go around the curve. It will then join up with the lift out section here, where I've got the two pieces of track to cut down, wire up and sort out the connections to either side before it can then go across and join up onto the scenery section. So the last little bit I had to complete for the track work on the incline was around this final corner here by the garage door. I've now got the track pinned down. Wiring up still needs to take place, but I've also then got the derailment protection around the corner and onto the lift out section across the middle, where I've put 2 pieces of track in there and made sure that the joins then are all lined up, and it follows onto what is for the time being a temporary line on the scenery section. So this comes onto the scenery section here, and I've just got the 2 tracks then going down to the other end of the layout, where they then join up down here with the other incline that I did quite a while back now. But that now means that I have completed both of the inclines and achieved the target that I'd set myself, which was to get this completed by the end of the year. So I'm really happy that I've got to this stage now, and this now means it's time to start being able to run some trains up and down both inclines.